typically the morning after I upload a YouTube video, I kind of take like, I don't take the morning off because that's not true, but I have like a little bit more of a sleep and a little bit more of a relaxing morning. Like right now it's 8 a.m. It's also been a very long time since I've had instant coffee, and I forgot weirdly how much I enjoy instant coffee. I think I just enjoy how like bitter and kind of just like bad it is. I don't know, it feels like it kickstarts my morning. It just makes me like, oh, here we go. Alright team, so I need to know if any of you are like this. Your home is all organized and stuff, you really like it, and then you find yourself kind of just being like, let me think of what I can do to reorganize it, move it around. It's almost like you get bored with your current setup, or you think you could find something else. I get like that all the time, and like 99% of the time the setup that I currently have is the perfect / correct setup. You just spend a whole lot of time moving stuff around. Now my wardrobe area, this is my current, move it around. Although I do have, there's a few reasons why I think I need to just reshuffle this. Pretty much I want to move this wardrobe here to here and move this section in the middle. Not only will that kind of help protect this wall, as you see I've already done a little bit of damage there, but this drawer also gets in the way of that. So every time I want to open it, I've got to unplug it so I can pull it out. So I don't know if it'll look better, but it'll definitely slightly be a bit more functional. I'm gonna give it a go and we'll see how it turns out. I'm actually getting out of breath from this. Realize this is still gonna push the doors, but at least it won't damage the walls. Okay, so clearly that didn't work, so I've kind of got a better idea. I was like, let's just drill and let it sit in one of the holes. That way also the wardrobes will stop pushing out. As you saw, that was very dramatic. So I've roughly measured it up. Let's just go with it. You know what, I think that's turned out pretty damn well. It's like insanely solved the problem with these wardrobes being pushed, and I don't know, it just feels a little bit more open. So pretty chuffed with that. Little morning activities. Just if you need anything, just call me up. Just be like, hey, I need handyman Dan. Fuck, don't do that. So, will the date still be the same? So they're just being held at customs. If they get released on the date that they're saying, then it'll be okay to drop for the end of the month, correct? Yep. But then if they delay releasing it, drop gets delayed. So I've got a few pieces to show you all. We don't have a clothing rack yet, hence why everything is hung up, but it's coming quite soon. So do keep in mind I am in my joggers, so this is not the exact way I would style everything. Okay, so I'm gonna start with showing you kind of like what my favorite absolute piece is right now, and that is worker jacket. Now, this is not finished at all, it's just like the outline of it. It's not the color, it's completely undyed, doesn't have buttons, doesn't have all the details, but it's gonna show you the overall shape, and I love it. I absolutely love it. So that is pretty much what it looks like. It is definitely going for more of that kind of like cropped fit, and I think it's sick. We've been working on this one for quite a long time, and we've kind of now finally nailed like the fit of it and kind of like the desired look that I'm after. Currently it does just have corduroy here, but my goal is to actually have this as a leather trimming as well. And then on the inside, obviously we do have it quilted as well. But again, it's just the raw kind of look of it and everything right now. Also, what I did make sure I put on it was the inside pockets. I personally hate a jacket that doesn't have inside pockets. That's the overall fit for it right now. I think it's sick. Next up is, this was kind of just an experiment for us. We were kind of looking for like, what's a lightweight kind of jacket, kind of shirt jacket we could do for kind of like spring, and the shape of this is almost there, but it still needs a lot of work, so it definitely won't be coming out this spring. That's the overall shape of it. Again, there are a lot of room for improvements. Also, we did put on pockets here originally, but I would take these pockets completely off. Not a fan of them. And also that neckline, I would personally want it a bit higher like that. But you get to see the base of it. And again, with the brand, especially now that I've got the studio space, I want to show you a lot more of like our trial and errors and the process of everything. So the next two items are actually the two shirts colors that are dropping. So obviously we all know the drape shirt by now, love the fit. We are dropping them in kind of like, this one is, the way I would call it is like an eggshell white. So it is a slight off-white eggshell color to it. So this one's kind of like in this, it's like a dark blue, kind of like almost like faded indigo, like I call it. I think this is stunning, I love this. Again, I'm gonna be wearing them with sweatpants. Imagine it with like some really nice trousers or something. Also, when we get more furniture in here, it'll be a lot less echoey. So that's what that looks like. Again, it's the same exact shape as the other ones, but that's to show you what the color looks like. I just think it's so sick. That is a beautiful shirt color. It's actually funny, I don't mind it even like this. Like, you see? I style it your own way. This one's going to be, again, kind of harder to see because the t-shirt and everything underneath, again, same fit, but it gives you an idea of the color. Now, it's not all like happy days and every item we get is like a banger. what I wanted to do is, obviously you've seen the Velo shorts and the Velo shirt. I was like, oh damn, how would that look in trousers? So I came up with kind of like a pattern of the trousers to see how it would look, because in my mind I'm like, that's gonna look sick. So that's what we did, but let me show you them on. Obviously a pattern would need to be readjusted, but on the whole, I just don't think they flow that well. I'm not happy enough with them, even if they were the correct length. There's just something about them that, like, what I'd say is there needs to be more weight here at the bottom to get that desired drop that I'm looking for. 너와 나 우리의 여름밤 그 세 글자 네 눈에 떠올라 잠깐만 아니야 떠오른 그 말 오늘은 그 말을 하기 싫어 그 얘기 많이 해본 것 같아 고백은 조금씩 상하잖아 오늘은 나 Alright team, I have a little bit of a story time for you all, and it involves these jammed Asics sneakers. It's quite crazy what happened, and I'd love to hear what you all have to say. I haven't worn them out yet, by the way, so don't worry about them sitting up here. When these released, which was months ago, I really liked them, had my eye kind of like set on them, tried to get them, no luck at all, obviously. And then I started to look at the resale price. I was like, no thank you. My size right now is around, I think it's like £850 on StockX. And as much as I think these are sick and it's a sick colorway, there was no chance whatsoever. So I kind of gave up. And then I was like, well, as much as it is a cool color, hopefully, you know, A6, whatever you want to call it, has something else, like another color similar to it, because I really liked the design of the shoe itself. So I looked at the model and I was like, cool, let me try find a different color again. Kept looking around. It seems like everybody else had the same idea as well, because when I would stumble across one that was kind of similar, it was always sold out of my size. And then when I was in San Diego, I was like, oh, you know what, let me just try look again. So I was looking through Google and everything, and then I saw like pretty much a shoe that looked just like this, and it was from Walmart. So I was like, oh damn, like these actually look quite similar. At that point I was like, wow, I always thought collaboration shoes were like a new unique color, and I'd seen these, so I was like a bit confused already. But I was like, hey look, they're selling them for, I think it was $100. Let me just try them out. They have my size, they have a return policy. So I ordered them, and then literally yesterday, my girlfriend has now come from San Diego to London, and she brought them with her. So I was like, oh cool, like I was excited to see them, you know, got them out of the box, and I was like, wow, these look just like the jammed ones. That's so interesting. And then I kept looking, because I was looking at this pair, there was nothing that said jammed on it. And then I grabbed the other pair, and then I was like, wait, what? It says jammed. And I was like, then looking at everything, and I saw jammed everywhere. And the whole thing to this, I don't know if I've told the story correctly, but how did I pick up the jammed Asics sneakers from Walmart months later for $105? Like, I'm literally putting up the screenshot of my order thing. I've since gone back and like tried to go into the link doesn't work, nothing works at all. I just don't get it, because that's even below recommended retail price for what the jammed sneakers originally sold for at retail stores. So somehow this has happened. No idea how. I'd love somebody to explain it to me, because from what I saw as well, Walmart was never a place that got the shoes. They weren't part of the drop list. I don't know if any of you have experienced something like that. Please let me know, because this was just crazy. But yeah, that's the story time for how I got these sneakers.